Alright, let's get started. So not the greatest kickoff. Want to hit the ball in the middle, but we're just gonna say like it's the first kickoff. Here we do have a misflip. Unless you wanted to go for this boost right away. Um, I feel like here you need to take the information before doing that flip. Essentially, here you do want to watch what's gonna happen. Because for example, if like it was really bad, you need to go take those paths to arrive you know rapidly. Otherwise, you do have the time to take this boost, because then you have the choice of going to the right or to the left, or you take the back boost. So here I feel like you just kind of went by reflex. Um, Same thing here for the jump, right? Why not just see like how here you're just jumping to flip? Why not just boost and then you like try to save it? So a bit of a struggling beginning. Let me put the volume a bit higher. Okay. So this is your ball, not too bad. So I like the fact that you're going for this. Unfortunately here the ball is going away from you. So I would say to just not waste that much boost, right? Just like land, maybe jump to make them scared. But here the ball is going away from you, so it's not really any chance you're getting them beat. Unless you really used all of your boost to keep the momentum, then you might have done a 50. But in the end you do waste a lot of boost. You guys are gonna go score anyways. It's gonna be quite an eventful game when I look at the at the timeline. So here you chase, that's good. That happened properly. Very good catch. Now you have the possession. I really like the fact that you're taking your time. Um, but one other thing, like, okay, you had two options. Either you could have like waited even more, and then you try to catch it like around here, uh, or you just need to, you know, I think I saw what you wanted to do. You wanted to clear it behind them. Um, but I do think by doing that, then you don't have the possession. Like, there's like no need for you to clear a ball right now. See what I mean? Uh, like both you and your teammate has full boost. So like right now you are not in a way like in a spot where you do have to like just slam the ball away to gain some time, right? Right now, honestly, you could maybe like try to do a dribble, near dribble, right? It's like one touch and then try to follow it and do a 50 there. Because if you're able to do a 50, around here like with the first guy, and you're able to make it so that the ball goes to the left, then your teammate who's behind you will have a free ball, and he will essentially have a 1v1. Because here by flipping into the ball, you're putting them, trying to put the ball in an awkward spot, but can you follow it? Maybe. Can your teammate follow it? Maybe. Which is not exactly what we really want. Like, see that flip is really, and in the end you do get beat. Um, so I see what you're trying to do. It is clever, but is your teammate ready to follow up? Right? If your teammate had the ball here, going for a demo would be perfect. Like, honestly, very well played. Here you just don't know that. Like, here you just decided I will kill you, whatever happens. And see, you take the information here. And here we discovered that your teammate, he got beat. Because essentially, let's view it from like a very like rational way. Here you had a duel, you got beat. Now there's this guy that will not be able to play. Now you're out of the play. It is between the other guy and your teammate. Your teammate might have a better advantage because the other guy just flipped for a ball. But if he's not ready, you wouldn't know like if they have it. So here I would advise you to take the information first. Because as you can see, like if you took the information first, there is a chance where you could have what it out like this, right? Then try to take the follow up. And if you do see that your teammate will have the advantage, then you do go for a demo if you want. In fact, you could even like linger around a bit more, like you do like this, and see here you do have the choice of either I go back depending on like how it goes, or even I just like continue, right, offering a passing option, and if the passing option doesn't work, you go for a demo. But see how by doing this, you would be able to be ready for pretty much all of the outcomes. Essentially, you're making a decision based on what's happening. While here, I feel like you made a decision because of because you saw the enemy. Um, like even if you demoed him, it would not have helped at all, right? So I do like the idea, but you just have to use it at the right moment. A bit of a better kickoff here. Nice. Good patience. Missed the boost here. It's gonna be fine. Could you have done more? That's what I wonder. Okay. So I think here it's fine. You're at the proper space in case I'm quite washed actually hits it. Here I do like that. I feel like that's maybe like the flip that I don't really like. Because now no one challenging him, right? Like right now, like this ball is neutral. So like he doesn't have control of the ball. Neither one of you, your teammate or you, have the control. But by flipping, essentially what you're telling him is, I'm giving you the space. If you didn't flip, you can still go for that mid boost. Even if, to be honest, I think it's better if you let it your teammate in case he goes there. But see, if you stop here, right, there is a word where you force him to do something, or like you can maybe even beat him. I don't think so, right, with like how it looks. But at least you stay a bit closer to the play. Not that it really matters, like, because in the end he still gives the ball away. So like it's gonna be fine. But that flip could have been dangerous, right? Because if he was a bit better, he would see that no one is challenging him. He would take control of the ball, and then you would be in a bit of an awkward spot, especially if you took that boost, because then it will be yours to go. Your team will go even further to get some boost, or like get some pads. So it could have been bad, but it's gonna be fine. Here you have a lot of time. He just gave you the ball, right? So now, sure, you don't have a lot of boost. If you took that mid boost, maybe you'd have been able to do things. Because right now, essentially, you just give the ball away for kind of nothing. You could have done a shot. The shot was not bad. Like, maybe that's what you wanted to do. In that case, what you need to realize is that you have a bit more time to apply yourself. So here, see, you could have boosted a little bit more to be able to take a bit more wide. That way, you arrive with an angle that is like perfect, right? The ball is in between you and the net. Easiest thing to do. You have so much options. If you had a bit more boost, maybe like an energy ball, because his guy would try to bump you. But the shot could have been possible. I think the reason why it doesn't work properly is also because like you try to like cut into the play and then shoot it directly. In the end, it is well played from them, even if this guy, for some reason, he lets your teammate come closer. You avoided the demo, which is good. Well, the bump demo, whatever. It's gonna be fine. A bit dangerous here. Good tap. Take some pads. Good. Well played. You also have the boost. Perfect. Again, we're not gonna look too much into the mechanics. You probably try to shoot directly, which kind of makes sense, right? But there was maybe a window that you could have shot. Like maybe. The thing is, this guy would probably be ready for it, right? Or maybe like this guy. Like if you want to shoot it directly, it really has to be very powerful, very fast. And since he's leaving you the ball away, I think they would be ready for a direct shot. It could go in, okay? If you really make something very amazing, right, top right corner. Otherwise, I think here doing a solo would have been fine. Like that would have been like the most reasonable play. Good recovery. Nice bump. Could have taken that boost too, but it's fine. Well played. You're playing with a duo? No. Okay, that's good. He knows what he has to do, and so do you. Oh, yeah. Don't know exactly the wave dash, the point of the wave dash there. It's fine. Get 50. Take the boost, that's good. Teammate will have. You're moving a bit for a lot, like for nothing. Right now, see like how you're doing like those wiggles. See, it's because you know that like there's not like nothing that you really that they can do here. So honestly, why not just like slow down here, right? Just like stay here, drive a little bit, and then if you want to jump here, not you can. Otherwise, you're just gonna like wait for him, right? Because essentially, look, like you were. If I had to draw a representation of what you did, you were in a good area where you could just like just wait for him, right? You can just wait for him and then go whenever. Um, and like I'm not saying like just to park and just stop there. Just like go slower. That's pretty much it, right? Just like go slower. Go slower. Just wait around here. If you want to take a bit wider that way, you have, you can still keep like your momentum, but start right at the same spot. That would have worked too. But here, what you did was essentially like this, few, 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 and in the end, like you're not ready for this, right? Because here, that's like a perfect 50, right? This is like a perfect 50 for you. You do a 50, but like now none of you are ready for that. It should be you. Essentially like you're letting them play, and in the end it creates confusion because you didn't go. While here it's very, see, just like slow down. You could maybe have went for a bump too. Just like wait here. You see what's gonna happen, and then you like jump and you do a 50 here. And see, your teammate is already ready to follow you up, right? If you do a 50 to the right, your teammate goes to the right, he takes the 50 while he did the follow up, and then you just continue behind him. Here, it's actually like you're letting them play, and I do understand why, because it's not threatening. But it's still giving them time, right? Because if you do rush early, then he will take some time to recover, right? Right now, he's already recovered. Um, so here, there's a challenge. And as a P2, we're not properly positioned, right? So there is two positioning in Rocket League, the P1 and the P2. The goal of the P1 is to challenge. That's what your team is doing. He's putting pressure, he's challenging, whatever he does. It's fine, right? He's just doing something with the ball. It's his role, essentially. Your role is to be ready for what is going to happen. Essentially, the problem here is that your line of action is more like this, which is not too bad, but you're way more ready to take the follow up in case it like succeed, versus like going back, like in case it doesn't go well, right? Because like this ball, and this is really important to like notice. Like, don't try to guess what is gonna happen with the challenge, right? It could go in all possible directions. Like you really don't know, okay? And so the best spot to be is a place where you can pretty much be ready like for everything. So a bit more behind, right? Because here, like if you are here, you can always go more to the middle, right? You flip, take some boost, and the ball is like rolling to the middle. You can do that. If it goes badly, you can always go to the wall, etc. So it's more like if you ever play threes, right? You have like two more positionings, right? The one who's like will take the solution, and the one who's like actually has to act as the backup. In twos, we want to be like a sort of a middle, sort of like an in-between position, right? We want to be ready for both if it goes well, and both if like, and also if it goes badly. So here you're just a bit too much, too much waiting for the pass, and then see like how this ball is now a bit hard to take. Well, if you were here, beautiful angle. The ball is in between you and the net. It's perfect. In the end, you will have time to do that turn and then go, even if you don't do much with it. But yeah, if you took a bit wider here, so like see, instead of going like this, you go a bit more like this. Now you have a very, very clean ball. It could just be open if you just make a good shot. If not, just like a sort of 1v1 or 1v2 depending on your teammate. Or 2v1 depending on your teammate. So it's not gonna matter too much. But at higher level, that turn could just cost you. Because if this guy was a bit ready, like if he was like a bit faster, you would get beat. And in the end, you don't even do much with it because you wasted boost by doing that turn. And then you didn't have enough time to get like a proper touch. So like you did one touch. Thankfully, your teammate did get the bump. So it was a 2v1. The teammate was able to see that. And you guys were able to score. But you could do a bit better, right? Like if your teammate was not able to get the bump, or if the other guy was ready, you would get beat. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, bad kick off your teammate. Not much you can do. You could try to like cheat a bit, like less close. But if you do that, you won't be able to be as fast sometimes. It is a choice depending on your teammate. You know, I do advise to just wait and like wait until for one kickoff to see like what they do. If they're really bad, if it's really awkward, play it safer. If not, you know, it's fine. Not a bad kickoff here. So you try to go for a boost that will be taken. Again, vision here. You need to look at that. I do like the fact that you staying into the play. Just would be great if you could take a bit more pads. Well, you did take one here, but no, because if you don't have any boost, you need to be able to take some pads. You know, if we look at your positioning, right here, you do look. Your teammate seems like he's gonna go. You can also like go all the way back, which is not something I would advise you. But you don't make that choice, which is good. But here, see, you could have taken this pad, turn here, take the middle one, and see, you would be more ready to the middle. If you wanted to follow like this, you know, take this pad, and then maybe this one, depending on how close you want to be, or like this one, and then see, you are back into the play with this one, you know, this one, and then you like maybe do a face challenge here because you won't be able to get it. But you'd also like have, you know, at most 40 boost, around 40 boost if you use a little bit to boost, like to turn around as well. Well, here essentially you just your positioning is good, like the way you're mimicking the movement of your teammate by, you know, by following what they do. That this is very good. It's just that you're not taking any boost. Because like for example, if here your teammate decides like to launch it for a pass, you won't be ready, and you do end up stopping at a boost when the play is developing, right? You wouldn't be able to get it anyways because your teammate didn't do like a very great pass. But they do have time here, which they don't use, because we are in Champ 1, so they don't see it as often, right? But here, like, they had a very good, you know, opportunity. Like, they gave you the ball here, which even so, you're not able to do it. The boost punch right after you. Quite sad. But yeah, see how it kind of awkward it is in the end. Will you be able to help? Yeah, okay. I thought you guys were gonna get scored because of that awkwardness. This. You finish your action here. Now your teammate is gonna go for this. He gets beat. You can cut. But will your teammate be able to... I feel like trying to cut here. Unless you try to bump. Maybe try to bump, yeah. Okay, I think you tried to bump, which was not bad. At first I thought you wanted to go for this, because you thought that maybe your teammate was gonna get beat, but your teammate's already like ready for it. So like, you know, the safest thing would have been to just like go behind, right? Because even if you get beat, like you can always like cut into it. You try to bump, which your teammate also bumped, so it's gonna be fine. Just be careful here, because you had the time to go back, I think. So you have 57 boost, and you reach this point where you have none. How did that happen? Right now, what I want you to realize is you have the time here, right? You beat one, but yeah, you try to boost him maybe to like outspeed him, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you wasted a bit too much boost. Like you can only like keep 1 or 2 pad worth of boost. Otherwise, whenever you have no boost, what I would advise you, if you have 0 boost, whenever you have 0 boost, do a 50. Like that's the best thing you can do here. Because if you try to flip into it, if you flip into it, you just give them the ball, right? Like I don't know what, I don't know what this guy is doing. You know, it's quite a mystery. But right now, like they don't have to be scared of you. You just give them the ball, right? Well, if you do a 50, you know, see, like if you're able to like slow down here, you already have a lot of speed here. But just like slow down, right? And then you force a 50 with this guy. Then the follow-up would be for your teammate and this guy. And we saw that this guy was not the brightest soldier. So it would have been not too bad, honestly, to have your teammate get this. Because like he has boost, he has resources, he can do something with this. while you pretty much cannot. So we're going back to defending. Okay, this is yours. Yeah. I feel like you can't get surprised by him getting this ball. But you can definitely beat him here. Let's do a 50, right? Here is actually letting him play. And I do understand maybe like you're saying like, oh, well, my teammate is not ready, so yeah, maybe. But by doing that, you're just letting them play, and now you're trying to correct this, and now it's awkward. Well, if you just went for a 50 here, worst case scenario, if you do a good 50, which I think you should be able to do, because like with the angle as he's coming, you at least leave the ball in this area, which is gonna be fine, right? Maybe you can even like take it back. It's like right now you wanna like play slower a bit for your teammate, but that doesn't mean that you wanna let them play, because if you let them play, you're just giving them a chance to attack you. Because here, yeah, you essentially get surprised. Good thing, good like follow up here on try to like disturb him. You end up doing the job right. Good aerial. I don't know where you're going here. I don't know like why. Well, you got the boost stolen, but you can still go for the ball. I don't know if you see what I mean. Here the boost doesn't exist. You also like it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because in the end you will go back behind your teammate as a good positioning, but you can still do a 50 right there. Like at least keep some pressure on the ball. I feel like you just like left that for a bit, like no reason. I don't know what the plan was here. Again, he gave you the ball. Right now, oh la 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 la, look at the space that you have. Depends obviously on how mechanical you are. Even a good shot could have worked, which may be what you try to do. No, I don't think so, because you didn't flip into the ball. Yeah, the backboard was empty. Even if you just wanted to make like a, an eligible, a lot of things that you could have done. I just want to see if you double jump. Perhaps that's the reason. No, it's like you single jumped. I mean, it's not too bad because you force him to play. I like the fact that you're trying to use your time here. You kind of got faked though. Well, now your teammate is gonna be playing this ball, right? You wanna be ready for this. And I feel like, I feel like here, like, see, you stop. Right now, you're going, you're going like this, right? You're going towards the corner. That's where you're facing to. And I feel like you could be a bit more proactive where, see, I made this action. Now I leave. Like, now, like, there's nothing you can do here, right? So, like, why not leave directly, right? Because you do that, again, you did like a sort of wiggle here. You like did this, right? Phew. When you could have like just went all the way back, like, when I say all the way back, it's behind your teammate, right? Like, from the moment where it's not yours to play, it's going to be your teammate. And now you want to be ready for next action. Like, essentially, you win the P1. Now you did your action. Now you become the P2. And your teammate becomes the P1. He becomes the first man. So here you would actually just want to, what it? That way you can be a bit faster to take whatever is going to happen at the follow-up. And I do feel that instead, you could have maybe like, you'd have been a bit faster to turn, use a little boost, etc. And see, you'd have been able to play this ball a bit earlier than what you do. Because right now, see, you're still struggling to do that. And sure, you have the time, right? But the more time you take, okay, let me reformulate this. The more time you take to make an action, the better, because you have a higher chance of succeeding. But it also leaves them more chance of attacking you, because like now they will reposition, like this guy got boost. Well, for example, if you were already able to play, like you drifted here, turned, tap it once. See how if you were able to tap it here, which I think is possible if you were a bit faster, if you did some boost and you did turn, look at how this touch would be risky, right? You tap it, you make it go up, right? You make it bounce. And now, well, if this guy continues to for that boost, you essentially have a 1v1 with someone who's badly placed. Heck, you might even get bumped, perhaps, if your teammate is able to have the same vision. If not, you have a 1v1, right? While here, yes, you do take your time to do a touch that is not super great. And now this guy, see, if this guy didn't, like, I don't know, like, he was probably scared, but I do think he could have rushed you. The reason why is because he does have a P2, so he's the P1 right now. He should be rushing you. Right now, obviously he got scared, probably. He also stopped here, I don't know why he stopped here. But see, like, here you give the ball away for a little bit. Worst case scenario, like, he can just do a 50, right? But right now, he could have rushed you because you took a bit too much time for him to get some boost, be ready. So thankfully, he doesn't. But see how your enemies are a bit lenient with you. So even if this is gonna work out, even if it's not like super great, like you could have directly done something on your own, it's still gonna work out, and you do not get the demo, unfortunately. But yeah, you could have done more. You get faked, that's fine. I would advise you to not try to flip for your demos. Just drive, because if you drive straight, either you demo them, or or they have to move around, so like you still disturb them. If you do want to jump, you could always like jump like at the last moment, so that in case they do jump, because like here you jump super early, right? You jump very early. You're pretty much like, like a whole car. Like even if you flipped, it didn't work. So if you can just like jump at the end, worst case scenario, you just do a wave dash after. So it's not like, see like how there is still more. You have more ballability by doing that. Like, you jump, maybe you demo them. If not, you just have the wave dash. While here you just connect to this direction. Like here, there's no boost. Like you didn't get the back boost. You also have like no good line of boost. You're gonna take this one, not too bad, but you might be a bit too far. They do mess up, so it's gonna be fine. But probably okay. Again, they are a bit lenient with you, right? At higher level, they would have definitively be a bit faster there, and you going for the middle boost would have cost you a potential goal. Here you have the ball. This is good. You have no boost. That's fine. I'll just say to be careful about this flip. I don't exactly know where your teammate is, because he could be ready for this. He's not gonna be, so it's gonna be fine. The thing I'm mentioning is in case like he was around here, you might have been cutting him. It's gonna be fine, but do try to take information after the kickoffs. Oh, wow. What a ball chase here. So again, P1 here, action done, you leave. Take some pads, like, okay, for the 3 priorities, right? First, we position behind your teammate. So look at where your teammate is. Your goal is to become the P2 now. Then you take some pads, some boost, right? You have only already like 20. If you take like a couple of pads, it would be plenty enough. And then as a little like the third priority is to try to take a bump, right? Try to disturb the play. So yeah, here just leave, right? Just leave. There's no bump here, so just like take some pad. That way, after that, you can follow directly. Here you essentially go for a ball, even if you got it. That's the thing. Like even if you got it, see here, the ball is almost in between you and the net. At least like you're facing the ball. That's fine, and the net is somehow facing you. Right now, you want to score here. So even if you touch the ball here, like even if your teammate was not here, at best you do a 50 that goes nowhere. At worst, you just do a 50 that goes to them. And if it goes nowhere, it would also go to them, unless your teammate has the vision and like is able to see what you're gonna do. But yeah, even if you touched it, like the ball is just gonna go like around here, right? Which just disturb your teammate, and that's gonna be fine. You go all the way back, which I don't really like, especially since there's no boost. So now like there is space. Thankfully, they give you the ball once more. Why not stay still? So okay, here you have 2 options. So 2 options. Either you think that you can get this, so you want to be ready for this, or not. So what you could have done, for example, here, right? just like steal their boost, right? Can you get this? Maybe not. Try to steal their boost. You bump them. That's what have actually been amazing, right? Boost steal, you bump demo, free ball for your teammate. If not, I would have actually wanted you to like, if you wanted like to wait and like see what's gonna happen, you might as well like take a bit wider, take a bit slower. That way you leave a bit more space between you and him so that you can act. And then you try to go for here. It's pretty like his catch is not super great. Because right now here, well, what do you do? If you wanna go for this, you will have the same problem as you had earlier, where you have to. It's essentially like kind of like ball chasing, right? You have to do like a weird turn. Well, your teammate he is already like ready for like all of this, right? So you probably have to do like this to rotate behind him, or you try to like cut into the play, which could work if your teammate is able to see you, which is what you try to do. So your teammate is far enough, he sees you, but it's awkward. I think you can see why it's awkward, right? Your teammate doesn't really know what to expect. You don't even do something great. Sure, you got the 50, but now your teammate is in a sort of 2v1. Thankfully, this guy messed up the demo. But that all stems from your reaction in your corner, right? Really, as a P1, don't hesitate to either go for it, or if you don't think so, make the decision to not do that. Here, this is your ball. So here you wasted a lot of boost. So don't need to waste a lot that much boost here. So here you landed. You don't have to jump. I think maybe you try to wave dash, right? Look, you can flip here. Take one pad, two pad, maybe. Then you go here, or you can also do that pad, that kind of pad. Take one. Here you take another, and then you go a bit faster. I think the reason why maybe your teammate was, well, he gets you. It's not his fault, but he's probably like thinking that you don't have any boost. So the way you avoid those confusions in solo queue, the way you communicate with your teammate, is by doing action that are fast. If your teammate see you leave the play, right? Even if it's not like it shouldn't be the case, but you just leave the play, like you're demonstrating your intentions, right? Like now your intentions are clear. I won't get this ball, so this is yours, right? Here you take a bit more time. Maybe if you were a bit faster, you could go for that. Fortunately, your team does cut you. You decide to go for this big boost. Fair enough. You're a bit far from the play now, but it's gonna be fine. Not gonna go. That is okay. One of you need to go now. The issue by with this is now your teammate he's probably placed as a back post, right, ready to defend this, while you are not. So now, who goes? Who knows, right? Like, should you go or should he go? The answer, who cares? One of you need to go. If he goes and if you see him go, then you will take it should be you, from a more a better. He has a better angle than you. Your teammate has a better angle to save anything that's coming this way. So it should be you. But because you end up jumping very late, he also jumps. It's gonna be fine. But if this guy was probably placed and was waiting, he now has a free shot. It's a bit more advanced here. So this is a bit more advanced, but because at a high level, I would want you to go on the wall, and then you try to jump, or even go on the ceiling. I would not expect that from a champ 1, to be honest. But you do have at least to have the vision of where your teammate is to know if he's gonna go or not. You end up saving it, so it's gonna be fine. That's just a mention for the future, right? Whenever you are in these situations, remember that we want to defend together. So if someone can force, that's really like how you want to think of it, right? If someone can force, then your teammate has a free ball after. We want to defend together, especially since people will get more mechanical. Like if someone gets is able to have he has their eligible, right? You can try to save it, but if you're able to bump them midair, then your teammate has a free ball. If someone does a flip reset, if you go high, or if you're able to force them to use that flip, it makes the job of your teammate easier. as long as they don't have their flip anymore, like they're going like super low, so it's gonna be easier. So you have like good defense. Just need to, you know, to be a bit more mindful of that. I'm guessing you didn't have any flip here. Yeah, also your first touch was not the greatest. Good try. That was definitely something that you could have done, like that you should have done as a solo, like a solo play. So it's a good thing that you tried that. Recovery is kind of meh. Here, once more, I don't know why you're flipping here. Like, what is the point of flipping? Here, you do want to go more outside of the play. See, right now you're cutting the play. You're cutting the rotation. The way the rotation works, you know, in a good situation, your teammate would want to rush this, right? He rushes this. The enemies defend by facing him. We always want to face the ball. The enemies, if they end up like after the interaction, they would like rotate towards the middle, and your teammate would also do that, right? That's how it makes a sort of circle. The main point here is that we do want to rotate alongside the middle. There's a lot of situations, like a lot of reasons why. First of all, there was the confusion, right? If your teammate saw you like do this, then he knows that he's gonna go and that you will have his back. You also get pads, right? Really, pads should be your default. The big boosts are cool. It's good to have big boost, but they are located outside of the play. So if you want to get closer to the play, the pad should be your default. And you have, like, if you learn about your paddings, the pads that you should take, you will have plenty enough. Trust me, it is plenty enough. And you also can get flag bumps and disturb the play, because most of the time, you might have someone in the middle. Because here, as you can see, you are not taking any boost. It is very confusing from your teammate POV. So what? You might see like pro players do rotate sometimes on the same side, but they have a reason to do that. For example, finding a bump to make it easier for their teammate. Something as like defending together, right? You try to like disturb him so that they don't have like enough time, and then your teammate will have like, even like if you're forcing them to flip, then your teammate has like a free ball. If you're able to like steal their boost, just to put some pressure too. But here you had no goal. It's gonna be fine. Is it? It's not. Yeah, teammate gets beat. Your clear was also kind of meh. Just give it back. So yeah, here it's pretty much like your clear could have been better. Perhaps also if you did rotate on the other side, you'd have an easier way to clear the ball, since you would be facing it. For kickoffs, you really want to try to hit them in the middle. I think the first kickoff you messed up. I said like maybe it was just like the first one, but here you are arriving way to the right. Plus, you want to do your flip earlier. Here you do the flip when. Yeah, because the thing is, essentially you want to land about here. That way you're able to jump again, hit the ball to the middle, and then do your flip here. Because I think well, you can see like the difference here, right? I don't know if they're doing a speed flip, but you see he's jumping here and he will use his flip here. And so because you're doing one touch while he's gonna do multiples, right? His jump and then the continuation of the flip. So that's why he's beat you. Plus the fact that you're not hitting it in the middle, right? You really want to have like I'm gonna draw it. Like an area like this, right? Where you wanna hit it to the middle, into the middle. Not too high, not too low, not to the side, in the middle. You do end up getting beat to the boost as well. I think it would be great if you're able to get that vision, right? Well, I think you didn't see him, yeah. But it's not the first time that you mess up with the big boost. A good tip could be to like go on the opposite side as the ball, but not have been possible here. See here, once more, you're flipping. Right now you're flipping. Like I want you to realize, like whenever you're flipping, you commit to a direction. Right now, your direction you're committing is this. The boost might be taken by your teammate. Even if you do that, you'll have to like do that turn, right? So why not from the get-go, like flip here and then you do that turn? See how you like this is better. You get more into the play. While here you have to like do like a sharper turn. You don't, yeah, your team has the boost. Now you're awkward. Now you try to take to go wide, but it's already too late. um, yeah, not too bad. You have time here. I like that. That's great. You messed up. We didn't work out, but I really like the fact that you tried to take your time here. Didn't succeed, but it's fine. See, here, again, if you go more outside, first of all, you have juicy card to demo. And like, look, if you took, I think this is good to show you. You land about here, right? You decide to, you decide to go to the right. If you went to the left, look at what would have happened. First of all, you have two lineup paths. You can take the middle one or the, the oval one. If you took the oval one, right, you'd have been around the same spot as you are. But look at the angle that you will arrive. You'd arrive with this angle, which is similar to the one on the back post. It's a very good angle. Like, you can pretty much save anything here. You also have the vision on your teammate. And you might have been able to demo this guy if you went a bit more inside at some point to like get the demo. Because here you just went as a last resort, right? You are under the ball. You see your teammate as well. And I think you can probably guess that he will have a better, a better attempt at saving it. But you just jump for this. You're not gonna get this ball. Even if you got it, it would have maybe been in. So like here, just I want to like use the word trust, right? Trust your teammate. Just know what is your role here, right? You are the one back. Like, your teammate was the one back. You were the one rotating back. Can you save it? Maybe. Is it your job to save it? If your teammate was in an awkward spot, yeah, but he wasn't. So like, let your teammate play whenever. Same thing, for example, as a P1, your teammate might like mess up as a P1. It's fine. If you're the P2, it's fine. Whether if he succeed or he mess up, it's okay. You just adapt to that. Your teammate cuts you. Very annoying. Let him. Right? You saw that. You saw him cut. You adapt. Because here you just jump for the sake of it. Thankfully, it's gonna be fine. Here you slam the ball away, and now, yeah. And now you're trying to. Oh no! And your teammate plays super well here. You could have slammed the ball if you wanted more to like this. That way it it bounces on the wall and it makes like a self pass. Here just you're not mindful enough, and see you're going like, what is the point here? I really want you to like after an action rotate it out, right? If you just did like this, right? It's just like your role as a P1 is to either go, you challenge, or you pressure. Here, can you do something? Not really. Pressure them, right? Like just go a bit under, so that they go. Like, you see, they do go. I lost my train of thought. And then you just like rotate out. You might get a bump on the way. If not, you can take some pass. If your teammate, you see him that he's very far for some reason, you can maybe try to cut. If not, you just like let him go. Here, like, since the play is turning, like, is outside the middle line, you can like think of the rotation as like inversed. So here, you could have like done like this, and then you just like turn more to the middle, maybe get a bump. That way, now you're on the on the opposite side. But yeah, like you want to be a bit more mindful what you do. See, like, for example, this teammate boom the ball away. Now it is yours, unless your teammate is able to follow up. But I really want you to think about it as like as a relay thing, right? Your teammate went. This is now yours, but you're leaving. And now you're letting your teammate play on his own. Now you're leaving, which might be okay. You kind of got hasty there. Yeah, once more he did a back kickoff. You were able to get the boost. Good defense. You guys have a 1v1. He's gonna take his time. Here, leaving them a lot of space. You want to at least like get closer here. You could maybe have bumped him, this guy, to like avoid that, but I'm not expecting that from you. I just like get closer, right? Because like think of it this way, right? You know that there's like no way right now for the ball to go on this side because like both your teammate and this guy is going like this, and this guy is still pretty far. So here you could have actually like corrupted a bit more. That way, see, you do a fake challenge, and now you're defending as if you were in 1v1. Because right now you don't want to give him a lot of space, right? Because here, see, like he has the full field to do that. And see, you got scared too. You're able to save it, thankfully. But you don't want to like play more as a ones right now, right? Teammate is not there, so like right now, fake challenge. That way he goes like high. Then it's your turn to like by doing a fake challenge, he can give you the ball away if you scare him like in a good way, and then you're able to like turn around and try to get the follow up. If not, you have to defend as in ones, right? So essentially you would shadow. So like imagine here instead of you are here right now. You don't put any pressure here. Well, if you are like this, you're right like this. You boost a little bit here to like scare them. Then you turn around and see you will be shadowing, and maybe there is like a moment where you can fly and get it. Or if they just gave you the ball, you have it. Because yeah, now it's just waiting. See, you're just waiting and letting him play essentially. Or maybe you could have got it. Be able to save it. Teammate get bumped and not able to follow up. Yeah, understandable. I mean, they played well. And it's not like it was not a close game. Like, you guys still played well. But there was a couple of, inaccuracies. Which I think, we went over like, almost like 45 minutes now. So yeah, I think you have a lot of things that you can take away from this. I think, if I had to make a sort of recap, think of it your role a bit more, right? Right, I am the P2. I am the second man. I have to be behind the play to be ready for the follow-up. Okay, now I am the P1. I have to go. I finish my job. What do I have to do? Rotate, take some pads, and maybe get a bump. I feel like sometimes your decision making, the way I would describe it is it's kind of like loose, right? Sometimes you're doing well, like your rotations are good, your plays are good, and sometimes I don't know like why you just have a mental breakdown, like, oh, I'm gonna go for a demo. Whatever happens, I'm demoing. Or you just like leave the ball away. I can get it. It's fine. But why can't you get it? Maybe because you were not bad positioned. But just like leave the play sometimes. Sometimes you just go take some boosts that are not even there. Sometimes you try to like disturb the play, but it's like not even gonna be yours because you just give the ball away, which is one of the things that you need to be careful about too. Sometimes I feel like you take your time, right? So you have that ability of seeing that, oh, I have space, let me take it. At some point on the wall, you try to like, you took your time and tried to do something. I think I sometimes hear like, yeah, you had a ball, you just waited a bit more because you saw that you could wait. Not bad, but maybe you're able to see the ball, but you don't have a plan, if that makes sense. I feel like, you see occasions, right? Okay, I have the time, cool. What do you want to do with that? It depends on the enemies, right? Where they are. And I feel like sometimes you don't have that. And sometimes you just don't even take the time. You just like slam the ball away when you could try to control it. Think of it this way again. You don't have to do like the S tier move, right? I'm not asking you to like go on the wall, double flip reset, backboard reset, and then you just score it. A 50 is amazing, right? You do a 50, if you do the 50 with one guy, right, you essentially put them out of the play, right? You do a 50, the ball goes to the right, they are out of the play, and now you create a situation of advantage for your team because it's a 1v1. If your team is able to get the ball as a 1v1, that's good. Like, you have a better chance of scoring because there's just one defender versus two. So yeah, sometimes you could have just done a 50, right? Even just like an outplay, you just like flip it on the wall, like on the backboard, try to get a bump. It doesn't have to be wow, right? Like B moves can, like, if you're able to do like consistently B moves, it might be just enough. Obviously, if you can do an A move or an S move, like, be my guest. But I do feel like you have good rotations overall. It could be a bit improved, right? Going on the outside of the play, taking some pads. But there is, I'm not saying that you're thinking of how you play. It's just that you need to be a bit more mindful of your the way I would describe it is like I have a word. I swear, of your impact on the game. I feel like you have more impact, right, outside of the play, with some more mindful bumps and demos and rotations, and you can also have more impact when you have the ball by taking a bit more of your time and using and having a plan for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the replay analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be thinking guys bye bye.